Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, we are at the reunion, and when I say it gave what it was supposed to be given, honey, it gave what it was supposed to be given, okay? We found out a lot of things this episode, honey, and we about to get into it. But before we get into it, y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor, y'all, because your girl's trying to hit 4,000 and I feel like y'all trying to play me. Okay, hit the subscribe button. Like, what y'all, 5,000 views last review, and like, oh, I'm not at like 4,000 subscribers yet. Like, what's going on? What's going on? So hit that subscribe button for me. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, let's get into this review now. Now, Tommy says that we are here to talk about the romance and the drama on camera and off of camera. And I said, of course, we need to get to the stuff that was off of camera, honey, because that's what all the tea is. Okay, the tea ain't what we saw, the tea is what we didn't see. Okay, so let's get into it. We opened up with all four couples because Tommy's like, we got our last four couples, and I was like, AJ and Kyra ain't no real couple, so I don't even know why you talk about our last four couples. It's really our last three couples. But anyway, since they did and y'all want to include them, let's go. Tommy wants to know, like, why did they come on this, show? What was the purpose of them coming here? Liz was like, it was 17 years. Don't you think I should have been, like, trying to get me a man after 17 years? I say, yeah, girl, 17 years is a long time to be dried up, honey. Okay? So I'm happy that she came up here to find her true love, okay? But anyway, we start off going through Chris' process because, of course, he was one of the curveballs that Tommy, threw out there in the beginning of the season. And we get to go through his journey of how he found Amber and how he found love this time, okay? He said he did not come here this time to play. He came here to redeem himself and to find his true love. And he is so glad that he came through with this process because he found Amber in the midst of it. You guys, him and Amber are still together. Okay, he said it was the second time at the brunch that he saw her. He knew it was it. He did want to date around and everything, but she just, she got him. She caught him up, okay? And she said the same thing. Like, I was like, really trying to date other guys, but it was just Chris for me. It was definitely Chris for me. So you guys, it seemed like it may have been genuine. It may have been real. I'm here for their love if it's what it is, okay? I'm glad that they found each other because if it's really genuine, they really seem happy together, and I'm glad that they found each other in this process. Somebody had to find somebody in this process, okay? So then we get to, Kyra's backstory, okay? And about how this almost should have been called Ready to Love Kyra, okay? Kyra already said that I am to be pursued. I am not going to go chasing after no man. If you want me, come and get me, okay? Now, when we watching the process when we watching Kyra's process, you get Alexis talking about how, she didn't come to really find love. She came to, just make it to the end, okay? That's what the people was saying, okay? When we get back to, when we get back from the cutbacks of all the scenes of Kyra and how all the men choose her, okay? Tommy asks her, how does it make her feel that all the guys, chose her? And she said it kind of put a target on her back, okay? Put a target on her back. It kind of ruined what her and Jason had. And I was like, no. All the men choosing you did not ruin what you and Jason had. You not choosing Jason is what ruined you and Jason. Don't do that. Still talking about Jason, though. Still talking about Jason. Then she said it put a target on her back with the women, okay? The women started to question her motives and why she was there. And, like Alexis said, it just seemed like you wanted to make it to the end. You really didn't want to find love. And I'm not going to hold you. It really did seem like that's what she was trying to do, just make it to the end. Because homegirl made it to the end and did not find love. She just didn't. She wanted to. She found love in Jason. But she didn't want to admit it. She just wanted to, keep straddling both along until one of them decided to pick her. And when the one that picked her was the one she didn't want, it was already too late. It is what it is, okay? So then Tommy asks Alexis, did you have a problem with how Kyra played the game? Because we saw you, saying that, I'm wondering where her motives are, right? Alexis said, I just wanted to know, like, why all of a sudden the men was, like, always choosing Kyra in this process. Like, that was my question. And Kyra was like, well, I'm going to need you to question them, not me. I said, ooh, give it to her, okay? You can't be mad at me if all the men choose me. I'm doing what I came to do, honey, and that was to find a man. I was dating around, and if all the men decided that they was liking me and wanting me, that ain't nobody's problem but yours, okay? So you need to question them. Don't come questioning me. So then Tommy just goes into this thing like, well, listen, somebody in the gentleman's lounge was out here running their mouth, okay? Because ain't no way in the world all this information got out if somebody wasn't out running their mouth. Okay, they want to go take a commercial break, y'all. A commercial break when we about to get into the juicy stuff, okay? So when we get on a break, we get the behind the scenes of, you see Kyra going off at the women like Ron was the one going back telling everything, okay? He was just mad because he tried to ask me out before we started dating, okay? And because I didn't give him no play, he was out here trying to shake me the whole time. I was like, ooh, give it to us. So let me get this right. So Ron and you... So you met Ron before this process. He asked you out on a date. And because you didn't give him no play, you think he was out here trying to shade you? I could see it. I could definitely see it. But if you think about it, Ron wasn't really out here shading Kyra, okay? Ron was really out here shading Alexis. That's who Ron was out for. He was out for Alexis the whole time after you sit back and watch it play out, okay? Renisha like, girl, don't worry about it. We good, because all these men ain't no good, okay? They all on some BS if you just want to be honest. I was like, ooh, be honest. What's going on between you and Joel, Renisha? Don't be coming out there with the, oh, if you want to be honest, they all full of it and not going to give us the tea. What happened? What happened, sis? What happened? Okay, I'm ready for part 2 already, y'all. I'm ready for part 2. But anyway, you get a video from Tessa, okay? Tessa look cute. I'm not gonna hold you. She looked cute up there, okay? And she was basically telling them that she tested positive for the COVID test, so she wasn't gonna be able to be at the show. I was like, oh, that would have been nice to have all the cast members there, but you know, you gotta be safe, okay? You gotta be safe. Stay at home and quarantine, sis. It's not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. But anyway, she says that she's still single, but she is still ready to love. And I said, okay, I hope somebody come and snatch her up, and I hope she find that love that she's looking for. Because at the end of the day, I think she was looking for love. She might have been looking for a little exposure in her, you know, comedy career. But at the end of the day, everybody still wants love, right? Right. Now, y'all, I'm not about to get into all these daggone outfits, honey, but I am going to just bring up the fact that I was not understanding or feeling what in the world Amber had on. Amber, is it a snake? That is the question, because Mia, girl, you in the comments, okay, in the chat last night was like, it's not a snake. So then what is it, Mia? I need you to help me out, sis, because I'm confused. It looks like a snake. It's looking like a real snake. Was it a snake? I don't know. But I wasn't feeling it. I was definitely feeling Liz's blue dress. It was very pretty. Benicia looked nice. Y'all said it looked cheap. I just think it looked nice on her, okay? You know, she got all that body, so it filled out nicely. Y'all, I can't really remember what everybody else had on, but I'm sure if it stand out to me in part 2, we gonna get into it. We definitely gonna get into it. Now, so now we get to catch up with Christian and Khalil, y'all, because we just wanted to know, you know, they went home early. Like, you know, how was this little bit of experience that they got, you know, what they learned from it, you know, and what's going on with them. So, you know, Khalil says that, you know, he really, really wished that he wasn't, you know, kept saying mean girl, because when Amber was really asking him, like, what's the problem with you? What's wrong with you? He just kept saying mean girl. And I was like, yo, it took me out because that's all he kept saying. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? You. What part of this conversation aren't you getting? You the reason you sent yourself home, sir. You sent yourself home not being able to just answer one simple question. Don't be mad at nobody for going home but yourself. He says that he wished he probably would have dressed better and answered some questions better. And they was like, yeah, because you put it on tonight. You looking real nice tonight. And I was like, he looking all right. He looking all right. Okay? So then we catch up with Christian. And, you know, Christian was like, I thought I was safe. Okay? I thought I was safe. But then y'all hit me with the double elimination. So I guess, like, dang, I got too comfortable and I went home, okay? But you could just see the awkwardness between him and Adriana, which was why it was very, very a surprise when he said that him and Andrea had went on, had been talking all this time. And, you know, they like, y'all been talking? She's like, I mean, yeah, we've been talking, but we ain't never, like, been on no date. Homegirl looked like she was put on the spot. Like, ain't nobody tell you to go out there and tell nobody that we was talking on the phone. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. But, you know, they like, go ask her on a date. What you waiting for? Ask her on a date. So he stands up and he wants to make a grand announcement. Like, you know, I would like to revisit this conversation later on and ask you out on a date. And she was like, sure, yes. And And I was like, girl, I'm confused because it looked like you was trying to figure out why he even brought it up to begin with. But I'm here for the dating, okay? Ain't that the purpose of the show? So at least some people out here is getting their little date on still, okay? Date on still. Now, y'all, this is the one. This is it for me, okay? This is what made me realize why I didn't like Ida, okay? Because Khalil came out and was like, oh, well, you know, I kind of been dating somebody too. I've been dating Ida. Ida was like, what? We didn't discuss this. And I was like, wait. Calm down. What happened? What just happened? Like, I thought this was supposed to be a happy moment. We were supposed to be like, yay, you know. But she like, no. Because when I asked him, could we go public? He was like, no. And I was like, ooh, okay. So you wanted to go public. Sis, who do you think you are that y'all was out here supposed to be going public? Like the whole world was going to go up in a frenzy, okay? But anyway, she said that he said no. He didn't want to go public. He said, I was waiting for the reunion. Like, I was waiting for the reunion. Tommy was like, you looking real bad now, Khalil. You need to let him know what's going on, okay? He was like, mean girls? No, she's not a mean girl. And Tommy like, you keep digging that hole, man. You keep digging that hole. You better say something nice about her. He like, I really like her personality. I'm really digging her, okay? I'm digging her. And I was just sitting here like, Ida, I'm gonna need you to calm down, sis. You was doing too much for no reason. Too much for no reason. Y'all, you wanted to go public anyway. He done announced to the whole world on national television that y'all was dating. Ain't that what you wanted? Why you had to go and ruin it? Just being extra for no reason at all. Girl, bye. I'm over her. I'm glad she didn't make it that far because some girl don't even know how to handle herself. It was unnecessary for you to sit up there and have all that attitude for no reason. Now, if Khalil's a smart man, he should run. Run, Khalil. Run. Okay? Run for the hills. That's all I'm saying. Best advice I could give you at this moment. Just run. Okay? So now, y'all, it's time to bring Ron up into the hot seat. The moment we all been waiting for, because, you know, Ron had a lot to do with a lot of the chaos and drama that was going on, okay? So I was sitting here on pins and needles like, yes, okay, give it to us. Let us know the real tea, what's really happening out here, Ron, okay? But anyway, we get the playbacks of, you know, Ron's experience through this whole situation. And, you know, it ends off with, you know, how he's telling Alexis he thought she was smarter than that, okay? So when we get back to it, Tommy was like, that is no way to talk to a lady. Okay, that's no way to talk to a lady. He was like, I was just trying to explain to Alexis, like, you sat there and you let AJ really, like, you know, have a conversation with you and like try to win you over, and now you sending me home. I thought you were smarter than that to know that he was just playing the game, okay? After he done treated you so bad. Alexis was like, hold up, wait. She was like, no, Alexis, was we not talking about AJ? Was we not talking about AJ? And y'all, this is what I'm saying. They cut some stuff out of there because if they was talking about AJ, then it made perfect sense for him to say, I thought you would be smarter to know that this man was trying to play you after he treated you so bad. See, that made sense to me, okay? But, you know, Tommy, like, in my last 4 years of doing this, I have never heard a man talk to a woman like that, and you cannot talk to a woman like that, and you should not talk to a woman like that, especially a black woman. And I was like, I definitely get it. He was definitely out of line. He took accountability for it. He apologized, but he could only apologize for what he said, and that's what he said, okay? He said what he said. Now, at the end of the day, I could understand that it was pieces of that conversation that we did not understand and we did not get, and they still was not trying to piece it all up for us together, okay? What they was trying to do was make it seem like Ron was trying to be really disrespectful to Alexis. And I'm not going to hold you. He did say some things that was very, very sideways to her. Like, you know, what can I do? What can you do for me? What can you do for me? Like, he was really being really condescending and he was being really disrespectful. So, yes, it was wrong of him. But in the context of that conversation that they was having, I could see how he would have said, I thought you was a little bit smarter than Alexis. You let this man come up here and, you know, like, play you like that. Like, we were supposed to be in this pack together. We were supposed to make it to the end together. And you went against everything that we had came up in agreement with. So then somehow, y'all, I don't even know how we got there because we brought in Chrysanthemum, y'all. And come to find out that Ron done introduced Chrysanthemum to his mother. I was like, the mother? Oh, Ron was already at the end of the episode, at the end of the season, okay? He done introduced Chrysanthemum to the mother. You know, Alexis was like, what? Like, why would you even see? Now I'm pissed off. Like, the simple fact that you was even like acting like, man, you was supposed to be something and go somewhere, and you was over there introducing her to the mom. Ron's only excuse for that was that she lived close. I was like, What? That's still no reason to introduce somebody to your mom. If you're introducing somebody to your mom, that's because you're serious about them, Ron. That's what I would assume. So you must have really been feeling Chrysanthemum and still stringing on Alexis because you introduced her to your mother. And last time I checked in this process, we didn't meet the parents until the end. So what's that about? What's going on? So Alexis was just like, yo, I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Chrysanthemum. Obviously, Ron been out here playing games with everybody. That's what it was. That's what she wanted to say, but she ain't say it. She was just sorry that she had to go through that, y'all. So anyway, we not done with Ron being in the hot seat, okay? Because we got some more stuff to get into. Because remember, Ron was the one that dropped the bomb about him kissing Amber, okay? Right before he left. And, you know, Alexis was really pissed about that whole situation. So then when we get to it, you know, in the playback, Ron was like, and I'm still going to continue dating Amber after this, okay? I know she dating Chris, but I'm still going to continue dating her. So Amber was like, oh, hold up, sir. Hold up. Y'all, I was like, what in the world? This daggone Ron just putting himself in more mess after mess after mess, okay? Ron says that he always had a thing with Amber, okay? And that they went on many dates. So Amber was like, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. We didn't go on no many dates. He was like, okay, we went on one date. And I was like, Ron, how we go from many to one? How did we go from many to one? Come on now. Get with it. Stick with it. If you're going to make up a lie, stick with the lie. Okay, that's why you can't be lying, because it's hard to stick with the lie. Amber was sitting there calling you out on your BS, okay? It is what it is, because Amber was like, he lying. He sat there and said we went on many dates. No, we didn't. Then he sat there and talked about we gonna keep dating after the show. No, we wasn't, okay? He's just sitting there lying. Like how he go from we went on many dates to we went on one date. We gonna be dating after this. And we wasn't even dating. I was like, woo, Amber was hot and ready, okay? Amber was ready to give it to Ron, and Ron was not ready for the giving, okay? I was sitting here like, listen. You can't sit there and lie on somebody in their face and expect them not to come at you, because that's exactly what Amber did. Amber was like, it's Ron out there just spreading all the lies, okay? Every time you get back to it, it comes from Ron, okay? He was telling the lie about her, him, everybody, okay? I bet you if I ask everybody out there, if Ron says something to them, they gonna be like, because he's a liar. I was like, you better get it out there and say what you gotta say, girl, because Amber was not here for the BS that Ron was trying to pull that night, okay? So Tommy asks Ron, when you kissed Amber, were you still with Alexis, okay? He says, no, me and Alexis was done. Alexis was like, no, we weren't, okay? We just had a 4-hour conversation on the phone. We was talking about all this stuff, okay? And we was still up in the air about everything. We were not done. But you let Ron tell it. Ron said that they was done. Ron gonna go in the back talking to Jason, talking something. I'm the victim here. I'm the victim here, okay? She cheated on me with AJ. I was like, we cheating now? We a couple now? We together now? How did she cheat on you? The same way you was out there kissing Amber? Like, I'm confused. How did she cheat on you? Because I need you to help me make it make sense, Ron. Okay, you the victim. I'm not really feeling victim vibes right now. I don't see how you the victim if you the one stirring up all the trouble. Okay, obviously you wanted this sauce because you poured it into the pot. Don't be mad now when it start bubbling over. So then Tommy brings up the bromance that the guys have formed in this process and how they need to, you know, have their own gentleman's lounge and continue to, you know, bond and talk about, you know, man stuff with each other, because it's a cold world out there for a black man. And I was like, yeah, I mean, everybody needs some companionship, especially from the same sex, okay? It don't necessarily have to be anything sexual, but you need your friends, okay? So if this is what's going to help them be able to get through life together, then that's perfectly fine, okay? So then we bring up Frit and Frat, okay? And, you know, Stacy and Chrysanthemum can't understand how it's a double standard when the men can sit there and build a bromance, but they can't, you know, become, you know, besties or whatever the case may be. Now, this is my thing. I could understand why she would say it would feel like a double standard, because we are applauding the bromance, but not the sisterhood. But at the same time, the men were not sitting there having conversations with you about who you were dating. You were sitting there bringing up Chrysanthemum, Stacy, every conversation you was having with Ron. No wonder the men didn't want to sit there and have conversations with you guys, because all you wanted to do was talk about each other. The men didn't do that. They had those conversations in a gentleman lounge and they left it just like that. So it is what it is, okay? It's nothing wrong with building the sisterhood, being there for each other, helping them get through what they was going through. Just like Alexis and Amber had built the sisterhood, which is why her feelings was hurt. But they was never once sitting there talking about, so how you feel about Amber? How you feel about Alexis? They wasn't doing that. And that's what the problem was. They didn't feel that their conversations with you would be secret, will be sacred between just you two. Stacey was like, but I would never like show the text messages and the conversations. It was just between us. I was like, it's a lie. It's a lie. Because soon as you would talk to, you know, Stacey, soon as Stacey would talk to Cassandra, she would be like, but Ron said I was his number one, but he said you was his number one. He's trying to play both of us. Girl. If y'all can't see what the problem was, I can't sit here and explain it to you. You too old to not understand that y'all was sitting here doing too much to be trying to find love. You could be friends and be a sisterhood, but leave the men out of y'all friend and y'all sisterhood. That's the whole point, okay? But overall, you guys, they're both still dating. Not each other though, okay? But they're both still dating. And I was like, good for them. I really hope Stacey and Chrysanthemum find love. You know, the guy that Stacey messing with already met Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum out there, you know, just dating around, trying to find her man, which I honestly don't think that she's really ready for it, okay? Because she just can't even commit to answering a phone call, the text message. But after looking at, you know, her and Ron, I feel like they really did have a good connection. And knowing that she met his mom make me feel like it was a lot more than what they telling us, okay? I don't know what happened and why it stopped, but they really need to revisit it and see if it could be something, because they really was hitting it off. I'm just saying. Now let's get into AJ and Alexis, y'all, because Tommy asked, why did he send Alexis home? Okay, he says that, you know, it was something that Tommy said to him, like, you know, you got your girl, you know, you found your girl when she walks into the room and you light up, okay? It was that for him. When he saw Kyra, he lit up. That's how he knew she was the girl from him, okay? And then he also said that he didn't understand how, you know, Ron was still in Alexis' top and that she would have picked Ron if Ron was still there. And I was like, sir, what are you talking about? Ron was not even in the house. You were still concerned about her having Ron as her number one. She's the one who sent Ron home. I need you to make it make sense, because it's not making sense to me right now, AJ. It's not making sense to me, okay? He talked about something. I wasn't going to choose someone who wasn't going to choose me, and I didn't want to be a rebound, sir. But that's exactly what you were, okay? Because you were Kyra's rebound, because she wanted Jason, okay? She was never going to pick you. She was going to pick Jason. So if you want to call it how you see it, you had a better chance with Alexis, because Alexis chose you. You chose Kyra, and she chose you as a rebound, and then kicked you to the curb. Just saying. AJ wants to clear up what, you know, Ron meant by him saying he treated her bad. How did I treat Alexis bad, sir? Ron was like, well, what happened was you told Alexis that y'all wanted to catch up. I was walking her out to the car, and I was like, it's a lot of stuff we ain't get to see, because, you know, Ron and Alexis seemed like they was closer than what it showed on the TV, okay? They seem a lot closer than what we saw on TV, okay? Because he was walking her to the car. And AJ came up to her, was like, I ain't really had that much time with you. I want to get to know you a little bit more, okay? And Alexis was sitting upstairs for 2 hours waiting for AJ, okay? And Ron had to go up there and tell Alexis, like, he's not coming, sis. It's okay, I got you. I had to pick her up, he said. I had to pick her up and let her know he ain't coming, okay? AJ, where were you, AJ? AJ was downstairs with the fellas, kicking it. This is what I mean by how did he make it to the end. This is what I mean by how did he make it to the end. Like, how were you telling a woman you want to get to know her, but you're downstairs kicking it with the guys? You only want Alexis when it's convenient for you, AJ. When it's time for the men to get eliminated, that's when you go around Alexis, because you know Alexis is going to keep saving you, okay? This is why Ron was mad at Alexis for sending him home over AJ, because he was like, I need you to help it make sense. This man done played you, sis. Like, come on. I thought you were smarter than that. Gotta be quicker than that. Okay? So I'm sitting here like, I get it. I totally get it. It makes perfect sense to me now that we put it all together. Okay? Tommy asks Kyra, why did she choose herself, okay? Kyra says she was focused on Jason and she didn't really get the chance to really, get to know AJ. And I was like, exactly. We all know that Kyra wanted Jason. Kyra just can't admit that she wanted Jason, okay? She said she was focused on him. She really didn't get a chance to really get to know AJ. And when she loves hard, okay? And she didn't want to just be in a committed relationship just to say she was going to be in a committed relationship. She wanted to continue dating, get to know him. And then when they make this thing official, they really make this thing official. So at the end of the day, she had to choose herself. Okay. She said that she went away for 2 weeks. 2 weeks she went away. And he had went out on a date with Alexis. And how did we find out? Because Alexis done called daggone Kyra and told her that she went on a date with AJ. I said, Alexis is so messy, okay? Why would you even call Kyra if you knew that they wasn't, if you thought, because Alexis said that they wasn't, she didn't know that him and Kyra was even still dating like that. So why did you call Kyra to tell her that you wanted on a date with her? What was the purpose of that, Alexis? Sounds really messy, sounds really shady to me, okay? Okay, because she got the pictures of them kissing. Okay. AJ was like, I just couldn't handle it. Like, she didn't pick me, okay? And we not committed, so at the end of the day, I didn't see anything wrong with dating. And I was like, it was absolutely nothing wrong with that man dating, continue dating, okay? It was nothing wrong with that. He was not, cheating on her. She couldn't commit. Once again, Kyra, you still just can't commit. Don't be mad at somebody going to find what they looking for if you're not going to give it to them. He asked you for you said no. So then he went to explore the options because you didn't want to commit. He's continued dating, okay? Alexis just being messy. She wanted to let you know that she slid in his DM talking about what me and you had. Was it real? Was it real? Just thirsty, okay? Just a little thirsty. And he like, yeah, it was really real. You know what? Let me take you out on a date. And that's how it happened. I was like, okay. You can't tell me. I feel like AJ just don't know what he want either, okay? He says that Tommy asks AJ, out of these two ladies, who do you want? He says it's not Alexis. I was like, sir, that was unnecessary. We didn't need to know who it wasn't. We needed to know who it was, okay? So then Tommy goes, so is it Kyra? He's like, of course, it's always been Kyra. I still want to date Kyra. And I was like, so what was the whole purpose of you talking about something? It's not Alexis. Like, I felt like it was shady as heck. Okay, once again, you done played this girl in her face. But Alexis was like, it's cool. We already discussed it. It's nothing going on between us two. Okay, now we want to find out if Kyra chooses daggone AJ again. Boy, girl, we know she not going to choose AJ again. She didn't choose him the first time. No, they're not going to continue dating. You ain't even got to go to the commercial break to come back next week acting like we don't know that, okay? Oh, God. We already know Kyra's going to choose herself again, y'all, okay? She's done dating AJ because he already screwed her over after she done screwed him over. They just be screwing each other over. Toxic. Just toxic. But anyway, y'all, that was the whole reunion of part 1, honey. Okay, all I know is that we found out that, Ron was out here lying, okay? So now I really want to know what happened between him and Amber when they was out at the bar, kissing or whatever, okay? We found out that Ron out here introducing Chrysanthemum to the mother, okay? And that wasn't supposed to be to the end of the process, but since he didn't make it, I guess it was okay. And since she didn't make it, I guess it was okay, okay? The whole time we realized that, Ron was really feeling Alexis, okay? They really had a bond. They was really locked in. And I think his feelings was really hurt when she traded on him for AJ. I got that part right. Okay. We all know that Kyra wanted Jason this whole season. She was always focused on Jason the whole season, okay? But that ain't nothing new to none of us. But what I am going to tell you is that I'm waiting for that next episode because, Joel, what you do, Joel? I told y'all that Joel was going to mishandle Vernisha. He was going to continue to mishandling Vernisha, but y'all, that's y'all couple. That's y'all couple. But y'all, I'm ready for part 2. Yes, I am, okay? Yes, I am. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think about this episode, the part 1 of this reunion, okay? Where we going with this? I don't know, but we going to get there, okay? And, don't forget to, like the video, y'all. I need y'all to like the video. Just like the video. Like, how hard is this to just press like? Just do that. And subscribe. Stop treating me like this, y'all. Stop it. I really appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out with me in the chat. And yeah, we're going to be back with Put a Ring on It review following this one. I'm about to record it for y'all. I'm about to record it and it'll be up. Okay. With all that being said, you guys, peace.